You wait. In the 7-day detail, some nice weather, so now we got to come up with some other things to do, Dana.
We have just the answer.
Perfect.
To figure out those other things to do, we have with us from Time Out New York, editor Shaye Weaver. We're going to talk about fun things to do this weekend. The weather is going to be sort of one of two minds. So we've got the real cold and we've got the warm. Welcome. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You must have fun gathering all these great ideas.
Oh, yes. It's great. I always have fun doing it.
Is there involvement involved, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right. First of all, what do you have first?
So, since this weather is going to be great this weekend, we have a recommendation to go see Impulse, which is a series of 12 glowing seesaws, each of which is either 16 or 24 feet long. And as you ride them, they actually play musical tones. So as you're playing like a child, you're also becoming kind of a musician. So it's a fun way to just get out and be a little active. Impulse is actually meant to embody the idea of repetition and variation, to inspire both intensity and calm. And it's been around North America. It's been in Niagara Falls, Boston, Montreal. But here you have until January 31st
to do it.
Let's
talk specifically, Shaye. Where can you get on those fancy seesaws?
This is on Broadway between 37th and 38th Streets.
Garment District. Does it have a fee? Do you pay?
No, it's free, and you can go anytime.
Oh, I like that. I like that. All right, next, the Public Theater.
Yes. So Under the Radar Festival is a festival that features contemporary theater productions of companies from around 42 countries. There's major highlights this year, including SALT, which retraces the transatlantic slave triangle from the UK to Ghana to Jamaica. It's based on actual real research that was done, and it's supposed to be very powerful.
Is this what we're seeing?
These are more generic shots of
different shows,
past shows. And there's also one called To the Moon, which is a virtual reality experience that actually gives you a trip to an imaginary dark version of the moon. You can walk on the surface, you can discover what's laying in wait for you. It's supposed to be very immersive. And so this is a good way to get your theater in the new year. And it's from now through January 19th.
All right. Under the Radar Festival. A lot of people live under the radar, you know?
They do.
It's safe there. Public Theater, 425 Lafayette Street. Okay, jazz fans, what do you have?
All right. So the Winter Jazz Fest is here now through January 17th. There's going to be more than 100 groups that will perform across dozens of venues around the city, including drummer, bandleader Mark Juliana, jazz drummer Makaya McCraven, and Brazilian musical artist So Jorge, and many more classic and contemporary artists. There are also a marathon of shows this weekend, especially Friday and Saturday in Greenwich Village, where there will be dozens of bands playing across about 10 venues you can go to and from.
I like that, like a crawl sort of, right? That's a nice idea.
It's a great way to get into jazz if you haven't yet, or celebrate your joy. Your joy.
There's lots of joy going on in all of those. Okay. What would be your favorite of those?
Oh, probably the seesaws. I need some play in my life.
We don't play enough as adults,
We don't.
Right?
We need to.
And that really takes you back, just balance and, I don't know.
Carefree.
Carefree outdoors. Shaye Weaver, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
You are welcome. From Time Out New York, we appreciate those ideas.